Hi peeps, so I have something a little different for you today. This is actually a Heidi Swap album that I've had in my stash. I actually had three of them. I've already altered, well, this is the second one. I have one left that I'm going to eventually alter. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet, but this one I did, and I was attempting to do a process video for you guys. But yeah, the beginning of the process was fine, and then it got dark, and so I couldn't record anymore. And then the next day, when I was going to work on it, I forgot to turn the camera on. So I will just insert the beginning of what it looked like so you can get an idea of what it looked like before I altered it. I didn't do too much to decorate because I feel like the person who may get this may want to put their own little touch on it, but I'm sending with it a bunch of stuff. The paper collection that I used came with a lot of journal cards, but I also added my own journal cards from my stash, as well as some blank Project Life cards, and I made tags with the scraps and added stuff like these little Polaroids and stuff like that, and these stickers. I had a whole pack of this. I actually have two of them, so I'm going to send a whole pack of these, and then these are just some that I thought went well with the album in the collection that I used, which is, did I say it? Amy Tangerine. I think it's called Plus One. I still have to Google it and find out. But you guys will probably know. So everything is pretty much from that collection, except for a few of the cards that I used in the album and this little piece right here. So I'll show you what I did. I covered the front and back with this love paper here. I added this flourish that I actually cut down thanks to my bestie. It had like a little swirl that was hanging. She was like, I'll cut that piece off. And she was right, because it looked better without that little swirl coming down. So I cut it off. And I added a Polaroid frame with some little flowers from Prima and enamel dots and a button. And this comes out so then you can put your picture on there. And you can cut, the excess off. I just left it long so it's easier to pull out. And then I added some of this trim here. It has pink hearts on it, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it has like light pink hearts on it. It's a really cute trim. I have it in blue and I think red as well. So I put that front and back. So the back is plain. And then I have this charm, which actually I hooked on just with some twine. Let me see if I can show you without taking it all off. But I have this charm that I just hooked on with this little twine here, and it just has a charm that says happy, a camera, a bike, and this little flower. So that can come off. And then I made a little tassel thingy with just some pink and black and white goodies hanging down. And then I sewed on this little bobble here because my jump rings wouldn't fit through the hole. So I threaded it with some thread. And I think I'm going to reinforce it just to make sure it stays. So that's that. So let's finally get inside. All right, let's move this out the way. So inside we'll go like this. I used some black envelopes, and I just used some scraps and my Martha Stewart punch and a butterfly. And this is just an envelope. You can put some stuff in it. I didn't put anything in it, but you definitely can. And the butterfly just kind of keeps it. Of course, now it's not going to work. There we go. Keep it closed. And then this, These I've had in my stash for so long. I got them on clearance at Michael's. It only came with one of these. I guess you can use it as a template to size your picture. So it comes out, and there's corners here that will insert your picture in there, and then they open up, and you can journal on the inside or add more pictures. So as you can see, this is what it looks like when you insert it. And then I just added this word this by Heidi Swapp that says us in a little heart. And then I left this plain. And then this one I used my Tim Holtz on the edge, I think is brackets die. And I added this this bow. And this just flips out. So you have room for pictures and journaling and whatever. And I left it plain on the other side. That one I left plain as well. Like I said, I didn't want to do all the pages because you never know what people want to do. You don't know if they want to do a 4x6. They maybe want to do a big picture. Who knows? This is another Polaroid that you can slide a picture in there. You and me equals fun. I made a little library pocket with some scraps. And then I just have these little tags in here. I actually meant to put something in the little holes. Maybe I'll find something to put in there. And then I added some writing paper. So I have some ledger paper and some writing paper of different sizes. So you can write on them, or if you don't want to use them, you can take them out. This little paper clip, this little envelope here on here. And it's just a plain little note card that you can maybe journal a little secret note or something in there. And so I just paper clipped it here. Okay. And then this page, I just added a little bow trim. I didn't want to make it too girly because you might want to put boy pictures in here. So that's another thing. I didn't quite know what to do on each page. So I left this one plain. Then I used, again, the bracket die, and I added a flower here. So that opens up. And here I added this little embellishment. It says, "You are awesome," and I left it open for a tuck spot, and it just has these little journal cards. It says, "Have a great day and sunshine." Here I added this little kite. I actually probably will add another one for the goodie bag. There'll probably be a bunch of stuff in the goodie bag. So I just added this little kite, and I just paper clipped these little cute cards. It says, "Hey there, good looking," and "You wonderful, wonderful thing, you." So I thought those are cute. I like those. I've had those for a while too. And then this little grid paper, I added this little flower trim. There's some more paper. And then this one, you can add a little picture right there. Here I used some black note cards, and I just made photo mats, and I made a tab here using my Martha Stewart punch, and then I handmade it and then I used the edge for the Martha Stewart with the Martha Stewart punch, and so that flips up so you can add 2 photos. And then here I just have a little butterfly. And then this is another one of the pages. I just added a little sticker here and made another tab that I stapled this time. Here's another flip. This time I left the back open, and there's 2 tags here. So they slide in there. You could journal on those. Add another tab, and then you can put pictures. Here I just paper clipped this little journal card from my stash. More paper for you to journal on. And then here is the pocket pages. I didn't put cards in every last one of them because obviously you're going to put pictures. I added some cards from my stash that I thought went with the collection, and yeah, just went with the collection. So the ones that are double-sided came from my stash. So that's what they look like. And the one that are single-sided was part of the Amy Tangerine collection. So see, this is, it goes this way, but then if you turn it upside down, so it's up to you which side you want to use. Same with this one. It says, remember these times. And on the back it says the same thing, but it just goes a different direction. And that says love. There's a little heart there. It's a Project Life card for you to journal on. Same thing with this one. It's upside down, so it has the days of the week, so it's up to you which side you want to use. It says sweet, just a little place to journal here. Again, that one's double-sided. And then I just added one there. Didn't have any more left. And you might want to add your own. And so these I left totally plain and just cut down the paper. So then you can put whatever size picture you want to put on there. So that's what they look like. And then I use a 6x9 manila envelope. And I just covered it with the paper, and I added a little crochet trim and a little washi tape on the side. And it's so funny, you guys. I had a butterfly on the back of this. And I took it off because I wanted to add the washi tape here, and I cannot find it. I don't know what I did with it, but if I find it, I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put a butterfly there no matter what, but there is a butterfly there, so I'm gonna put it back. I use my Martha Stewart punch down here to just make a border, and here's the back. Again, another envelope and a butterfly, and then here's the back. So that's it, you guys. Like I said, there will be a ton of extra embellishments that come along with this album. It'll be listed in my Etsy shop by the end of the day today. So all of this, I'll probably add some flowers and stuff like that I think will go with this. So then you can dress it up the way you want to dress it up. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi peeps. So I kind of want to do a process video with you today, but I know I won't be able to show you the whole thing from beginning to end because it's a dreary day today in NYC. It is about 12:30, and I know in a few hours I'm gonna lose my light. So I'm just gonna film as much as I can film, and hopefully it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter this album. It's actually a Heidi swap album. I got a few of them on clearance a long time ago. I've really been wanting to get rid of them, but of course I want to create something nice with them. So I'm going to alter it. This is what the inside looks like. They have pocket pages, which I do plan to use. So I'm going to alter it, and I'm going to make a junk journal out of it, and I'm going to list it in the shop. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. And of course I'm going to cover the front and back covers. I'm going to leave the black and white stripes because my paper collection that I chose is something fun. It is by Amy Tangerine, and I think it's called +1. I'm not sure. I have to Google it and find out because it doesn't say on doesn't say anywhere on here what the name of it is, but I think it's called +1 because one of the papers says +1 on it. this paper right here says +1 up here at the top. So I think that's the name. But it's an old collection. It's from 2014, but I've had it for a long time. I actually have the 12 by 12, and then I have some 8.5 by 11 sheets of this paper as well, because Michael's a long time ago had 8.5 by 11 packs as a hot buy, and then this was a hot buy at one time. So yeah, I have a lot of this paper. So I wanted to use it up, and I thought it was a fun collection, something different to do, and I think this is a fun album. So I'm going to see what we can come up with. So what I'm going to show you what I plan to use in it, or what I'm thinking, and then we will, I'll try to film as much as I can of me putting it together, and then I'll show the finished results when it's done. So what I know for sure I'm going to put in is this 6x9 envelope, which I've already, as you can see, I've inked it up on the edges, and I'm going to use, I think, this paper. The beauty of this paper is that it's 6x9, so it works perfectly for the envelope. So I'm going to cover it front and back with the paper like this, and then I think I might use something different for the flap. I don't know if I'm going to do a magnet or a Velcro. Haven't decided that part yet, but we'll do some kind of closure for that. I've already cut my papers down. I also pulled 2 of these camera pages from that 8.5 by 11 stack that I told you about. And Melly's texting me because I forgot to turn my phone off. And what I've done ahead of time is I did a little decorative edge, which I can never get straight, with the Tim Holtz brackets on the edge die, I think is what it's called. So I did 2 of them. I left them long because I know I might want to make a couple of them like interactive, like flaps. So I did that. So I cut all the papers down. I said that, right? And then I pulled out, these are just scraps. I pulled out some black envelopes and the black card bases that I had in my stash from Michael's. I think I'm going to put the envelopes here as pockets. That's my my plan, to put them here front and back for pockets, because I like to have pockets everywhere. And I'll probably decorate it up a little bit. And then these I'm going to use on the pages as like interactive, you know, flips. So that's the plan for that.